And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bills and the Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Into the air right away is Allen.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
He talked about the plays he didn't make. That's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Throwing now is Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
In motion left is Davis. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he falls incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4.
Allen going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis,
but it'll be second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
Hit touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 60 yards. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys. As he is, and all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps there.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This to Hines on the drop-off. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And Hines is going to have a Bills first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Allen's throw is complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll toss to Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Open man here is Conklin. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills ready to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
At the 20-yard line.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, what you think is going to be the best possible. Right? hey, we're going to score, these are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
First down, New York.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook from 8 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now Allen to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Rodgers going to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him the first. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down and 6 now.
Harris running straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On play action, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New York set to take the field. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become...
Back now in Buffalo. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Rodgers.
He's got to hook up to Lazard. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 3rd and 19.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehair. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Allen.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they jumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Jets, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.